Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Begak Ahmed and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about some different worldly problems. We're going to be talking about the Dominican Republic, the Cobalt mines that are over there. We're going to react to a quite short video here just about what's going on there and how it's operating. See just what's going on. I hear that there's roughly 40,000 children working in these mines across the Dominican Republic mining this cobalt. If you don't know what cobalt is used for, it is used for batteries, and we use these things and we outsource these jobs from other countries to go ahead and lead our biggest industries, like our cell phone industries and our television industries and all of our different technological industries. We go ahead and outsource these things, and we basically make slaves out of people in other countries to go ahead and upcharge people thousands and thousands of dollars for this technology within our own country. So we're going to go ahead and look at this. There are many problems that are going on again around the world. In the United States of America, they like to trap us in this liberal view of, gay problems and transgender problems and black problems and all this stuff that, yes, can be a problem, but it's so minor that it's like these are problems that we need to work out within ourselves more or less than like within the bigger scheme of society. The United States of America really does let us do whatever the heck we want when we go out, when we speak, when we do whatever. There's no like real big systematic thing that is keeping us enslaved other than enslaving our minds. While they enslave people physically in all of these other countries and use them as minor slaves and use them as hard labor slaves and pay them pennies to a dollar so these people can barely feed their family at the end of the month, while we have the newest iPhones for $1,000 a month and we're doing all of these other things. People in Palestine are being bombed and destroyed. People in Ukraine are being bombed and destroyed. People in China are working in sweatshops. People in India are working in sweatshops. People in the Dominican Republic here are mining cobalt and dying from diseases like cancer and getting radiation and getting all of these different things from mining and jumping into these mines and mining it with their bare hands. They don't even have equipment. They're hitting things with hammers. This is sickening. We have billions and billions, trillions of dollars. We can print money, literally print it out of printing machines. When Joe Biden wants to feed Israel a bunch of money to go ahead and blow up innocent Palestinian children, he goes ahead and does that. I believe it's $8 billion a year, but he leaves the homeless on our streets in the United States of America, and he wants these companies to pay pennies to a dollar, $2 an hour, maybe $1 an hour, half of that, to go ahead and do the most dangerous jobs on the planet. So let's go check it out. It says last year, 72% of the world's production came from the Dominican Republic. Violation of international laws. What is the point of international laws? What's the point of the United Nations? What's the point of any of these international, authorities if they never do anything about anything that's happening? They allow genocides to happen. They allow illegal work to happen. They allow all of this to happen. They allow child labor to happen. They allow slavery to happen. They allow everything to happen. What is the point of them? What is the point of them? Who's funding them? Where are they getting all this money? They have more money, and these people are sitting here dying and working their ass off. And the international community does nothing about it. They literally do nothing about it. What is the reason? What's the point? Why even have these laws, these international laws enforced if you don't enforce them? It's a small fortune in a country where most live under $2 a day. Imagine living $2 a day, guys. That's insanity. We make a minimum of what, $15 an hour now? Everyone makes what, around $15 an hour now. An hour. You know how much it costs us to live per day? You know what our rent is? Do you know what our food costs? Like, that's insane. Look how happy they are. They're literally happy to be slaving. They don't even understand what people are getting paid to sit on their butt inside of offices in the United States of America to pick up phones and go, "Hello, thank you for calling today. Okay, goodbye." They're getting paid $25, $30 an hour just to be, PR. "Hello, how you doing today?" And these people are literally losing their hands, losing their lives, trying to mine things for our rich billion-dollar corporations in the United States of America, and they're happy making pennies to a dollar. That's what the precious metal looks like. It's very sad. This is also something I noticed and I saw on X. This says Africans selling Africans in the Congo to work in mines, 2024. So this is in Congo, right? People are being sold. Like, this is sick. People are being sold like little puppies. Puppies are treated better than this. They're being sold and forced into work. People are being sold and forced into sex slaves and sex labor. Children are being kidnapped and sold into these sex industries, like the Epstein cases and all of this different garbage that's happening, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one does anything about it. There are wars going on across the world. The world is literally falling apart, and the only thing people seem to care about is the election, or gay rights, or Black Lives Matter. It's always a new distraction every year, every couple months. They come out with this new distraction. They come out with this new argumentation point, so people jump online and start arguing with each other and are completely distracted. And I don't know if this happens very, very often or very, very harshly in other countries. I don't know if this happens in Europe. I don't know if this happens in Asia. I don't know if this happens in the Middle East as much. But when I was just in the Middle East, I didn't see people act in the way that they act here in the United States of America. When I go out in public, I don't necessarily see the same reactions as I do online either. The real world is very, very different than the world online, but most people are starting to stay at home and not leave and not interact with anybody around them. And this is also becoming a problem. And then when they go out and do interact with people around them, it becomes a problem because no one knows how to interact with each other. And this is becoming a very, very disgusting thing because people are becoming more violent towards each other because they don't know how to act towards each other. They can't, suppress their emotions the same way that they used to be able to suppress their emotions. And everything is an argument. Everything is a fight. Everything is a problem. And I don't know, man. I see these things and I see these other problems that are happening, and the world is just so much bigger. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and no one seems to want to do anything about any of this, and it really does make me sick every single time I watch clips like this, especially on X. X is like a terrible place. Like, I don't even know what's real, what's fake on X, but I see some of the most gruesome, crazy stuff, especially when it comes down to the Israel and Palestine conflict here, this genocide that is going on in the Palestinian people. The amount of nasty things that Israelis say to the Palestinians, or these Israel supporters, these Zionist supporters are saying to Palestinians. They go under these posts of literally ripped up family members, blown up, and they say they deserve it because they voted for Hamas. Like, yeah, an 8-month-old child voted for Hamas. Like, the world is getting really, really gross. The internet is becoming a disgusting place. And I think that most people stepped out of their house and tried to say anything that they're trying to say online or promote anything that they're trying to promote online, that they'd get it shut up real quick. And that's not necessarily a great thing. We're losing freedom of speech in America. We're losing the rights to defend ourselves in America. We're losing a lot of the qualities that make America America. And it's a plan from a governmental level to try to push it down. And we're being distracted. We're being distracted while they use a lot of the rest of the world to do our dirty work for us. And people here just don't seem to care. They never will seem to care. And it's becoming very, very, very sickening. Until something happens on our own soil, until you are personally affected, then you may seem to care. And I'm getting quite scared that it's going to get to that point very, very, very soon, because what goes up, up, up must come down, and what goes down must come back up, and with severe force on the backside or the upside. And yeah, guys, just prayers out to every single person on this planet that is going through things like this, that are being forced into slavery, that are being forced into, hard labor jobs for pennies to a dollar, so that the people in the United States of America can sit down and have their fancy iPhones and stream and make videos and have microphones that glow and have PCs and just have a good time and talk to each other and have lighting in their household. And it's really sickening. It's really gross. And there's a reason that there's a God. There's a reason that there is a judge at the end of the day that is going to make everything right, who is the all merciful, the all fair, the all knowing, the all wise. And this is why, because human beings, just like the devil himself, have egos inflated the size that you can never, like, if you took some of these people's egos and you were able to measure them, the world would not be a big enough place for one of these person's egos sometimes, because it's so inflated that no matter what you do, they don't care how many people they hurt, they don't care how many people they kill, they don't care what happens. They will continue and continue and continue and continue to milk people, and not necessarily for money, but for power. They want to feel power. They want to feel like they are gods. And God Almighty will have the final judgment at the end of the day, and these people will be very, 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 very upset and very scared when it is way too late. Thank you, everybody, for coming in today and watching this. Prayers up for everyone on this planet that needs our prayers. Inshallah, God Almighty goes ahead and protects them in this life and the afterlife. And until next time, free Palestine.